coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Cybert set to kick off.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
The tackle made by
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
The Jets, 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Ross on the return. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, tighten down. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hawk 19, Hawk 19. 53 is the mic. 53, check 53. I'm coming.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
He was taken down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Jets.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. This is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Second and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now it's Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Now Burrow loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
It's second and 8 at the 11-yard line.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt.
Touchdown.
Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on first down with Cannon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it with Balaj. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Cannon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 15.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down. Here's Burrow. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Again, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Jesse Bates. The first down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st down and goal at the 2-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Here we go.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Back to Mixon on first down, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Mixon.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, here's Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Burrow will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's go.
Now Burrow. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Rob Gronkowski, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he finds Cook. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the Jets.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
New York.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Down, Bengals.
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Good. Makes the score Bengals 26. Jets nothing. Austin Seibert.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
At the 22-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Number 45.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
41 Mike. Got you.
Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This time, Burrow will look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And he is all the way up past the 25. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll run. This is Cannon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Let's go. Viking 18. Man, I got you. 29.
Back to Cannon again on first down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Push him back. 29.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
41 Mike, right here. 41.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Shack back at about the 43-yard line. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Out of the gun now on third down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Again, it's Mixon. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Joe Mixon.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
At the 24-yard line.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Ocean front 79. 53, I'm scared. Mike, 53.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Prater on to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Bengals 33, Jets nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Balaj. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
17, guys. Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going, and it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. An incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Burrow. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're at OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.